Some of you know that I occasionally suffer from depression, and this is not a big part of my life by any stretch of the imagination, but occasionally I do suffer from a bout of depression. And I'm going to go into a little bit more about what the causes of that might be for me and for others as well. But I do want to let you know that no matter where we are in this place, depression and what stage of the game that we are in, that God is always with us. And that the most important thing to remember is that He is still in control and He has never left us. He has never left us, and we can always turn to Him and work with Him. We need to keep the big picture in mind that this is a season rather than letting this moment sweep us away. And I know sometimes that is difficult to do, but and that is why I am being honest and real with you today about where I am at, because it's not easy. I would have loved to stay under the covers today and not put any makeup on and not try to perform on camera, but this is something that He's asked me to be real about with you. So here are there's a few reasons that we can contribute to suffering from depression, whether that's on a short-term basis or a long-term basis. Number one is a hormone imbalance. Number two would be anger, some kind of emotional grief, right, that can happen. There is something that we don't want to look at or deal with, and so especially if we have anger and we turn it at ourselves, that can really turn into depression. And then, of course, like I said, the grief that we experience if there is someone that we have lost, or a situation that has changed in our life, and we need to grieve sort of what we imagined was our future. That grief can come over us as well, and it may come in waves. Just as forgiveness needs to happen in waves, sometimes grief can come in waves as well. And then, of course, we don't want to forget that there could be spiritual attack happening as well. And today is a Tuesday, so it is when Bloom Today airs on Christian Television Network, and I know that puts a little bit larger target on my back for the enemy. So when I have a hormone imbalance, or I have emotions that I haven't looked at, then the enemy can be looking, oh, I see my opportunity, and kind of sneak in there, and all of these things can be working together. There can be moments where it's just one that we are working with, or one or two, but it could be a combination of all of those things working together. And to help fight this, we're not helpless or hopeless in these moments, although it may seem that way, and we may feel that way in the moment. We need to be taking into consideration again that bigger picture. And some practical things we can do is to be exercising, taking the right vitamins. I know that has helped me tremendously to get the right hormones running through my system, and some people even need to take advantage of prescription medication. I do want to say that so I understand that some people need to take that. I won't shame you for doing that, but I do want to encourage you to also be doing these other things as well. We need to be exercising, taking our vitamins, and then, of course, working through our emotions. I said emotions can play a big role in this if we're trying to stuff them down, not look at them. We need to take time to examine our thoughts and feelings, offer forgiveness to ourselves, to others, cry when we need to, figure out what those things are, whether that's with a friend or through journal entries, or finding the right doctor to help you speak those things out and process it verbally. And then on the spiritual side of things, we can be praising and worshiping, expressing gratitude to God for everything that He has given us or done for us, asking for prayer, being with people. We want so many times to isolate, especially when we are suffering from depression, and that is something that we just cannot necessarily afford for long periods of time. We do need to be with people, and we do need to ask for help when we need it. Depression will tell you that you can't, or nobody cares, but that's not the case. That's a lie. Please reach out. Reach out to those who can be trusted, who have expressed that they love you, and let them know what you're dealing with, and that you need their prayer, their love, and their attention and their time. Remember, there's a bigger picture. God's in charge. He never leaves us. And as you fight this, it's not going to be easy. We do need to force ourselves to do things in order to get going. Just take it one moment at a time. Bring the Father, the Son, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit with you, just one moment at a time.